So understanding signal flow is one of the best skills you can get, because then it makes troubleshooting a lot faster if you know how the signal flows. Well, I'm about to show you how it works in reverse. So it's pretty simple how sound gets to the board. You know, it comes in from a mic, and then it goes in a drop, then it goes to the patch room, and then it comes back here to the board, and then it goes from the board back to the patch room to the mains. Fairly simple. Well, now we're going to talk about a different situation. What if I need to send sound through an XLR to the stage? This is a little different because you have to set up a send on the board. It works a lot like setting up the camera, but to patch it, you actually have to patch it. And we'll run through that real quick, so we'll start out on the board. We're going to start out super simple. We're going to send a mono matrix, because that's just... Actually, we're going to do an aux. We're going to send an aux. So we're going to go to Setup, Control, Strip Assignment. We're going to go to Mix, and we're going to pick an aux. Let's just put it over here. We're going to do aux 8 right there, and we're going to name it Test. And we're just going to make it this purple color just to show it. So now we have this aux named Test, and we're going to mix just the aux input, like the laptop, into it. So we're going to jump back, and if we hit Mix on Test, we can see that's in there, and it's pulled up. So now we're going to send test somewhere. That's done through the I/O. I actually forgot to get the number of which aux that is. That's aux 8. That's going to be very important here in a second. We're the I/O, and we're going to send it out of 11, just because it's already there. We're going to send the mono aux 8. So think about what I just did. I went to the I/O, which is how the board works. I went to the DSnake. This is the send on the DSnake. This is send 11, and I put test into it. So now, in a second, when we cut the video and I walk out to the patch rack, out of 11 output is going to be test, which is the aux signal, which is currently music. So we're going to go out there right now, and I'm going to show you how to patch it. So we're out here in the patch rack, and we're going to send from 11, because remember, that's where our aux is. We're going to plug into 11, and we're just going to send it to stage 10. Now you notice this is male, and that's male. Can't send the signal. Got an adapter. Female on both ends, plug it in there, plug it in there. So now we have the signal going from the laptop into the board, into our mono matrix, into the I/O out 11, so it comes out here, through this cable, and into 10. So now we're going to go out to 10 and see if it worked. Okay, so we're out here at the drop. Remember, I patched that aux into 10, so we're going from the laptop into the board, into an aux send that comes out, send 11, and then out in the patch rack from 11, it's patched into 10 with that adapter. Now we're here, I've got a male XLR plugged in down there to 10, and now I have the portable PA out here to show you this, because this is the best way I could think of in short notice to show you that it's going to work. Now I want to plug this into the portable PA, where you'll notice this is female, and that's female, it wants male, so we have another adapter. Now, this adapter does not really want to fit onto this cable, so you have to jimmy it. And then, plug in there. So now, in theory, I should be able to pull this fader up, and our sound is going from that aux into the board, into an aux send, out 11 in the DSnake, into stage 10, and back into this portable PA, and let's see if it worked. And it worked just fine.
Okay, and so tell us why you just taught us how to do this.
So this has a lot of different uses. The main one, though, is getting sound to Patel's room. That way they can sit in the green room and know when their cue is. I borrowed some equipment from Jets Press that are two wireless sent, like one's a sender and one's a receiver, and we can plug it into a drop and then plug that wireless receiver into here, and then we can wirelessly send to this portable PA in Patel's room, and they can hear what's going on. Now, I did one thing off camera that I want to show you that changed this whole thing. So we'll go back to the board, and I'll show you about pre- and post-fader sends. So we're back at the board, and I'm here to show you pre- and post-fader sends. This is huge. Now, I will admit I am not the best at explaining this, but it's fairly straightforward. So this has many different applications. Here's our aux. Notice it's pre-fader here. So what that means when it's pre-fader is it doesn't care where the fader for that send is. So the send is this aux. Now, instead of saying aux twice, I'm just going to name this laptop. That way we know what we're talking about. So this is laptop. Notice the fader is down. There's currently no volume in it for the mains. But I wanted volume to be in test in this aux so we could hear it over there without hearing it in the mains. So I wanted to send it pre-fader. I wanted the signal from this to go into that aux before it hit this fader. Meaning it doesn't care how loud the mains is, it just cares about the fader of the aux itself. So it's pre-fader. This has a huge application for pit monitors. If we have an orchestra and I get their mix set, I don't want me making Bookseller out here a little bit louder to make him louder in their monitors, because their monitors already sound fine. So the monitors in the pit are pre-fader and already have a mix set that sounds good. While if I have the backstage monitors, I want them to be post-fader. Because if I pull somebody out and they walk backstage, I don't want them to be heard backstage. This is hugely important that you get your mutes correct if you're doing scenes, because it only cares about the fader. So if somebody walks off stage and the fader is down and they're not muted like they should be in the scene, the pit will hear them talking. So you have to make sure your mutes are correct. But it's worth it because now when I push somebody louder or quieter, it doesn't change their pit volume. They have a nice even mix. And I don't know a way to do it in batch, like to make a bunch of it happen, but if we go to the monitors, and let's say this is pit center, you click select on the monitors, you go to routing, and you just click, and you click pre. And it just makes it pre-fader. You notice the pits are all pre-fader. The stage is all pre-fader, but the walls are post-fader. The walls being the backstage monitors. And that's that.